Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have Houston Rockets video for you. They just took down the Atlanta Hawks 132 to 126. This was an awesome comeback victory. I don't even really know where to start with this game. First off, no Daniel Tice. Daniel Tice didn't play tonight, and the Rockets won. And hopefully, I am begging Stephen Silas to realize that. There's no way he does not realize that when Daniel Tice does not play, the Rockets play better. I can't fathom a world where Stephen Silas does not realize that. Because if he doesn't realize that, oh my goodness gracious. But anyways, tonight was really Eric Gordon and DJ Augustine, they turned back the clock tonight. Eric Gordon finished with 32 points. DJ finished with 22. And just in the fourth quarter alone, late in the game, Eric Gordon had a huge three. DJ Augustine basically won us this basketball game in the closing minutes, closing seconds, turning back the clock. And, we talk about this a lot on this channel, which, by the way, if you guys are new here or if you're a returning subscriber, viewer, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for daily Rockets content, at least 1 to 2 videos every day. My buddy's calling me. Let me move that. He clearly didn't watch the Rockets tonight. But, with this Rockets team, Daniel Tice, they're better when he doesn't play. And, there's just so many different factors about this team that makes it so interesting. Like Eric Gordon, as Eric Gordon does a lot of the time, he almost fumbled the bag. Eric Gordon, what's so crazy about Eric Gordon is he'll get you there. He gets us there all the time. But then, right when it matters the most, he'll make just that detrimental error that could come back to bite you. Thankfully, Trae Young stuck to a floater, and it remained a 2-possession game. So Eric Gordon's turnover late in the game didn't really do much. But shout out DJ, shout out Eric Gordon. They're getting their trade value up. They're getting, just their confidence up. And they are rolling. Having those two veterans on this team, it's absolutely huge for the young development of this Rockets roster. We talk a lot about it on this channel about DJ Augustine's impact because you won't see it statistically pretty much ever. He had a good game a couple of nights ago where he went 8-4-4 in 20 minutes or whatever. But, DJ is more of a player. You have to really it's just more like you watch him and you're like, oh my God, he is so solid. And, obviously he used to be on my Chicago Bulls. He's been in this league for a very long time. So, he's just a very, very solid veteran. One thing I do want to address is Christian Wood getting benched for Alfred Sengun. I've talked about this time after time after time after time after time. The whole trade Christian Wood, I don't even really care about that. Christian Wood's our best player. He's the best player on the roster right now. I don't see the logical backing to trade him at this current moment. Everyone is ready to give Alperen Sengun the keys to Houston. I'm not sold. Just because you've played 30 games, I'm not ready to hand you the keys to the city. So, with Christian Wood, I obviously want him and Alperen to coexist and be able to play together, but I'm letting it take its course. I'm not trying to, I read an article today that was like, I am 100% convinced that Alfred Sengun is the future of the Houston Rockets society. Bro, you're just looking for clicks and you're speaking all this nonsense into Rocket fans' minds. I love Alfred Sengun and I have good expectations. I got good hopes for him, but let's let him develop before we start calling him the next Nikola Jokic. He's 19 years old. Let's just enjoy watching him. Let's just enjoy his development and progression on a night in to night out basis. He closed tonight's game for Christian Wood, who was suffering. And we've talked about this a lot as well. Christian Wood is built like his last name. He is built like a stick. He's built like a twig. Did not see that big of an upgrade from this past offseason. But, defensively, I can deal with enough of Christian Wood. It's more offensively. Tonight, he was just a nightmare. 12 points, 4-13 from the field, 0-6 from downtown. Some way, somehow, he made all 4 of his free throws, which has been a huge issue for Christian this year. It's just been so inconsistent. I know he's averaging 16 points, 11 rebounds, but Christian Wood has been Mr. Inconsistent on this Rockets roster this year. And, I don't have anything negative to say about that, because if he is going to not play like a max contract player, he's not going to get a max contract. I don't think people really process that. Is they're just assuming that Christian Wood is going to get paid a max contract. If he's not playing like a max contract player, he's not going to get paid like a max contract player. If Christian Wood starts going 20-10 again like he did last year, I will pay him whatever money he is looking to be paid. I just need him to prove it. I need him to consistently prove it. Against the Milwaukee Bucks, this man was terrified on the offensive end, and he was terrified on the defensive end of a cat named Giannis Antetokounmpo. So I have yet to see enough from Christian Wood. I'd pay him $20 million a year max right now. Thank goodness. He's got a whole another year left in his contract. I don't even want to have these conversations about trading him anymore, because personally, if he's going 20-10 next year and you still want to trade him, you can trade him. It's not like you're going to have an issue trading away a player, even if he's going 16-11 right now on, less than ideal shooting from the field, three-pointer, and free throw percentage, which he's done through 30 games this season. It's going to be okay. There is no reason to just speed all of this up and to start panicking and going through mock trades and like, I want Moody, Kuminga, and Wiseman. It's okay. We'll settle down. He's on a $13 million a year contract. So, regardless of what Christian Wood puts up, he's still an enticing player. And you're going to be able to get value from him. Worst case scenario, if the Rockets do decide he doesn't fit their roster, doesn't fit their long-term plans, they'll be just fine. But Alfred Sengun really continues to impress. 11 points for him tonight, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block. What I really like about Alfred Sengun is the free throw percentage. I mean, I know 3 of 4, is only 75%, but Alfred Sengun, when he showed up in the summer league preseason, start of the season, he was shooting horribly from the free throw line. I mean, we're talking like 50s, 60s max. He's finally up into that 70% plus category now, and it's just really, really encouraging. I mean, defensively, he's improving game after game after game on just both levels. So really, Alfred Sengun, he just constantly is improving. I made a video about him yesterday if you want to go check him out, because, he's the real deal. And at the worst case scenario, it's looking like Alfred Sengun will be a quality starter, or maybe even worst case scenario, he'll be just a very, very capable backup center, backup big man, whatever you want to call it. So, I already know people are going to be freaking out about Christian Wood and calling for him to get traded, and it's just, relax. It's okay. It's going to be okay. He's still going 16-11. I know the shooting percentages are not ideal, but we're only a quarter into the season. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's give him time. I mean, he wants to be here. We want him here. What is the issue, right? What's the issue? So the Rockets, they have a lot of good problems on their hands right now. Outside of that, Armani Brooks, Garrison Matthews, they didn't really play well. Jayshawn Tate, finally, good offensive night. He went 3 of 4 from downtown, 6 of 11 from the field, gave us 2 steals, gave us 2 blocks, gave us 15 points. So this is what you like to see again with Jayshawn Tate, where you just get rid of Daniel Theis, get him out of that damn starting lineup, get him out of the rotation in general. No one really can play with Daniel Theis. Our personnel cannot really play with Daniel Theis. So that's really it for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This was a phenomenal road win where you gave up. Trey probably scored 40 in garbage time, right? Let's see exactly. We're going to have some technical difficulties. Did he score 40? Yep, he scored 41. So, the fact you're able to put up 132, I know Atlanta doesn't have really a good defense, but you're able to stick with them. This was a team that was... they're right up in there in the playoff race last year. They made a lot of noise. So that's really it for today, guys. Drop some comments down below on this Rockets game. This is a great win without Kevin Porter Jr., without Jalen Green, and really, if you want to get into it, without Christian Wood there in the last quarter or two. So, everyone has off nights, and it's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. I think we have the Cleveland Cavaliers next, and they are red hot, so I'll get a preview video out to you guys hopefully tomorrow. Keep in mind it is finals week, so, grind and stressed. Hit the like button, hit that sub button. I'll see you guys tomorrow.